I don't want to be dramatic, but I think we need to name something that's kind of obvious and also kind of invisible at the same time. The algorithm wants your fear, not because it's evil, not because there's a villain twirling a mustache somewhere, but because fear is sticky. Fear keeps you watching. Fear keeps you clicking. Fear keeps you coming back for another hit of certainty, another hit of outrage, another hit of, can you believe this? And if you're not careful, you start living in that chemical bath. You start living in adrenaline and cortisol. There's a line that keeps coming to me, and it's simple. If your content is built on adrenaline, your life becomes built on adrenaline. Because you don't just consume content, you're training your nervous system. Every scroll is a rehearsal. Every headline is a cue. Every comment section is a little arena where your body learns again and again, we're not safe. We must stay alert. We must be ready. We must respond. And it's wild because you can be sitting on your couch in a perfectly safe room with your coffee, and your body is acting like you're in a war zone. Tight chest, fast thoughts, that buzzing feeling where you can't relax, but you also can't stop. That's not moral failure. That's biology. That's nervous system conditioning. I've been watching how this affects identity too, because identity is where the algorithm really gets its hooks in. If you can get someone to define themselves primarily by what they're against or who they're afraid of or what they're outraged by, you've got them, because now it's personal. Now it's not just news. Now it's my people, my side, my truth, my safety, my belonging. And belonging is a powerful drug. So you start waking up and checking what happened overnight. You start feeling like you have to keep up. You start feeling like if you look away, you're irresponsible or you're naive or you're not paying attention. Meanwhile, your nervous system is fired, and then you wonder why your life feels like it has no spaciousness, no quiet, no joy, no creativity, no prayer, no depth, no presence. And I want to be really clear. I'm not saying don't care. I'm not saying ignore injustice. I'm not saying be passive. Some of the most important voices in our culture are the ones naming what's harmful and refusing to normalize it. We need that. What I am saying is you have to protect your inner life if you want to be effective, because your inner life is constantly hijacked. You become reactive. You become brittle. You become a person who can only operate at the speed of panic. And the tragedy is panic feels like power when you've been trained that calm equals complacency. But calm is not complacency. Calm is capacity. Calm is where discernment lives. Calm is where you can actually choose. That's where resonance comes in for me. Resonance is not good vibes. Resonance is not denial. Resonance is when something is true in your body and aligned in your spirit. It's when we can feel this is mine to carry and also feel this is not mine to carry. It's when you stop letting the world decide what your nervous system is going to do today. And that's a radical practice right now. So here's a simple way to tell if the algorithm is running your day. Do you feel more alive after you scroll, or do you feel more agitated? Do you feel more grounded or more keyed up? Do you feel like you have more choice or less? Because outrage is addictive. Doom scrolling is addictive, and it makes sense. When you're afraid, you want information. You want certainty. You want to feel like you're prepared. But there's a point where it stops being preparation, becomes self-harm. It becomes a lifestyle. And it shows up in small ways. You can't focus. You can't be present with people you love. You feel restless. You feel like you should be doing something, but you don't even know what. You're constantly tense, and then you call that being informed. Sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is step away from the feed and come back to your own life, your actual life, the one happening right in front of you, the one with your body in it, your breath in it, your kitchen in it, your relationships in it. Because presence is not a luxury. Presence is your power. So what do we do with this? I'm not going to give you a 10-step plan. I'm just offering a few practices that have helped me choose resonance anyway. One is to set a boundary with urgency. I mean, literally, when you feel that I have to check feeling, pause and ask, what am I trying to soothe right now? Most of the time, it's not information you need. It's a sensation you're trying to outrun. Another is to choose your inputs like they're food. If you ate junk all the day, you'd feel like it. If you drink adrenaline all day, you feel it too. Start noticing what your body feels like after certain creators, certain news sources, certain comment sections. That's data. That's actually wisdom. And another practice is to have at least one place in your day that the algorithm can't reach. A place where you return to God or silence or breath or the angels or the earth or music or prayer or whatever your thing is. A place where you remember, I am not the feed. I am not the outrage. I am not the panic. I am a human being on a little blue orb, and I get to decide how I inhabit my day. Because if your content is built on adrenaline, your life becomes built on adrenaline. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for me. I want a life built on resonance. And so until later, love, peace, and release.